It is clear that President Biden is going to be using the global supply shortage of semiconductors and the desire to dominate once again in chip manufacturing here in the U.S. as a galvanizing issue of sorts to try to bring bipartisan support together for his infrastructure plan, or the plan that he's calling an infrastructure plan that he is going to be meeting with lawmakers later today to discuss again. So he's meeting first with the chip executives from car companies, tech companies, medical device companies, all sorts of companies that use these chips in their consumer goods, and then meeting with lawmakers where there is bipartisan support to reinvest in this type of manufacturing capacity. But there is real disagreement over whether that needs to be part of a broader multi-trillion-dollar infrastructure package, as the White House has so far proposed. In that proposal, there is a suggested $50 billion for semiconductor manufacturing specifically, another $52 billion for manufacturing capability across a host of sectors, $50 billion for the National Science Foundation, another $50 billion for the Department of Commerce to study and monitor domestic supply chain capacity. So there are hundreds of billions of dollars to try to shore up that capacity. Boston Consulting Group, you're looking right here, has estimated that $50 billion specifically for chips would lead to 19 new plants, 70,000 new jobs, and essentially doubling the U.S.'s market share in chip making going forward. And President Biden said this should be viewed as infrastructure. Here's what the president said just a few minutes ago.
Chips like the one I have here, these chips, these wafers, are batteries, broadband, it's all infrastructure. This is infrastructure. So look, we need to build the infrastructure of today, not repair the one of yesterday. And the plan I propose is going to create millions of jobs, rebuild America, protect our supply chains, and revitalize American manufacturing.
So where would that money go? Well, a lot of it would go directly into the pockets of the companies who are represented at that meeting today. Just to show you what the industry has been telling the administration, this is according to one of the leading trade groups representing the semi-industry. They do essentially an apples-to-apples comparison of other countries and the types of lucrative incentives that they offer. In addition to direct grants in countries like China, Taiwan, Singapore, South Korea, they also give tax holidays. They give discounted leases, equipment. The list goes on and on. By comparison, the U.S. does none of that. And so executives have been arguing for years that they need something that resembles what they can get in other countries, where it's essentially half the cost to build one of these plants. And that's what the administration is trying to be deciding how much it wants to spend to try to meet them at the negotiating table there.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.